Doc again.
Yeah. You know what it is.
Coming in hot.
Right? There's strange things going on.
Is this the mixtape? Is this the mixtape?
It feels like it. I was waiting for Daddy-O to say the mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's welcome. It's Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not C-Doc, as you can tell.
Nor am I.
Right? I'm not even introducing people anymore. We're just, it is what it is. Y'all know.
Amen.
Oh, no. Yeah. It is. It's Tuesday night. It's C-Doc again, but it's not. For at least not now. Don Key. I don't see Doc, so yeah.
Awesome too. Doc's running late. He's running late.
He is.
Yeah.
As is Flatline.
As
is our guest. So there you go.
All right.
Everybody is running late.
But we're on time. Let it be known, the two Virgos are here on time. Just want to say that.
Right. Flatline is restarting his stupid computer.
Mm-hmm. Don Key, he's getting a cheesesteak. I don't know about that.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not. He's in his car frantically driving.
Yeah. I don't know how good the cheesesteaks are in Pittsburgh. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's where you go to get it. Yeah.
They don't call them Pittsburgh cheesesteaks.
They have those. They got Promani Brothers. They got those weird sandwiches.
Ew. Cheesesteak beer. Gross. Yeah, no, that would not be good. That would be kind of disgusting.
Yeah. Cheesesteak with a beer, but not. Yeah, and don't call it Ooga. Don't mix up those two things. The awesome two would not be happy. Nor Hackensack Brewing.
Cheesesteak beer, that's gross. Yeah. So I don't know. Ultra, did you get any hip hop mail?
No, I did not get
it. Didn't bring it with you.
No, I didn't get any hip hop mail, but I think I got. Isn't today? Let's do some birthdays. I think today is Gripsta's birthday. If I think she tagged me in something, so I think Flatline once his whack ass computer gets situated, he will be able to confirm that. And it was somebody else's birthday.
Positive K.
Yes.
It was Paz K's birthday.
Yeah.
Are you not?
I remember. Yes, it's Positive K's birthday. What day was it?
Paz K's birthday. That was a few days ago, I believe.
Right.
And I would swear that I just saw that none other than Joe Cooley's birthday is coming up. The ever popular Joe Cooley. Hey! But coming up from the Midwest, we have
It's not the Midwest. That's
no,
not the Midwest.
The West, whatever, Northwest. There you go. north, not mid. Flatline.
Oh, thank goodness.
All the way here from Chicago, we have Flatline.
Yeah.
Ah.
How I ended up in the Midwest.
Anything that isn't like right here to
Yeah.
me is not west.
Mm.
Anything.
Just a little bit north of you, Jennifer. Just a bit.
I know.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
LA or nothing.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I'm really black and white about that. All in.
So Flatline, is it
Sure.
Grips' birthday today?
It is. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right.
And she just released a new video.
Right. Okay.
And then it was, and like I said, it was Positive K's birthday the other day.
Oh,
And I'm looking for Joe Cooley.
Hype Style's back. I saw Hype Style was moonlighting watching Kenny Parker. Salute the Hype Style.
Yes, actually, August 22nd, 2024, hosted by Chuck Dennis, Joe Cooley's birthday celebration at 3888 Crenshaw Boulevard, Los Angeles, 90008. All DJs and guests invited.
I know whose birthday it is.
Who?
KRS-One.
Oh, yeah, the Blastmaster. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I couldn't remember. KRS-One, the teacher.
And you know who else's birthday it is? Tomorrow. You know, my mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
What number is this for mother?
92.
92.
All right.
Or as my goddaughter said, 29, backwards.
Someone else's
for-
birthday today that I don't know what number it would have been, but it's Isaac Hayes' birthday today too.
Oh, wow. Yep. Exactly, Sunshine, Mother Cartland.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Mama Kamish. I will tell her.
Yeah.
Hey, and look who it is. Coming all the way to us live from Pennsylvania. Da-da-da!
Wow. Unbelievable. This is amazing.
Wow. Am I on the show?
I can't.
Is this on?
It's magic.
I know, right? I don't even have my mic in the right place. I apologize for being late.
It's magic.
No apologies necessary.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's weird coming on last. Oh, this is such a new experience for me.
Yeah, it feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It totally does. What's up, good people?
We're just talking about everybody's hip hop birthday.
Yep.
It's a big hip hop birthday day today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who'd you guys shout out already?
KRS-One, Gripsta, Paz K. Who else did we miss?
Isaac
Joe
Hayes.
Cooley,
Joe Cooley. Yeah.
Isaac Hayes.
Yep.
Isn't Wise?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Wise. See?
Wise from Stet?
Wow.
Yep.
big day.
Wise from
The
Stet
human
and
mix machine.
yeah, and two Spit Slam alum, Wise from Stet and Half Pint.
Half pint too. That's right.
Son of Berserk.
Yes. Yeah. Half
And
pint.
two
Damn.
pins and a mic, if I say so.
Right.
Everlast's birthday was yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah. Yesterday. Yeah. I believe that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of damn Leos. A lot of damn Leos.
A lot of damn
Shout out to
Leos.
Yusef.
Yep.
Yusef in the
Word
house.
up.
And
Yes.
and here comes Sugar Bear, half pint. Yep. We
Sugar
Yes.
Bear.
said that.
And Sugar Bear has a record out.
And Sugar Bear has a record out, damn it.
So does Half Pint.
Yep.
What is that?
So exactly.
Yeah.
You know, the whole everybody in Long Island has a record out. How's that?
Very Long Island kind of time of year,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So, Flatline, did you talk about your show?
No, that's
I'm
where I
not-
was just gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Flatline, you got a show today?
Are we killing a little time?
We are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that there is a new edition of Hip Hop Gods Radio, which is available now on Mixcloud.com and the Rap Station app. A lot of new music. Lots and lots, including Sugar Bear from his new Never Lost, my 88 demos, available now via the Split Slam record label group. New Curious, The Mechanics, featuring Scarface, Benny the Butcher, Mozzie, and Forax. New Diamond D, featuring KRS-One. Talib Kweli and Jay Rawls, 5 Mics, featuring Big Daddy Kane. Godfather Dawn, Killer Army, featuring Inspector Deck, Master Killer, Capadonna, and Law the Dark Man. Also threw in another C-Doc remix of MC Light's Back Like I Never Left.
Hey, got some traction.
Also threw in Damages Yag Fu Front remix of Stetsasonics The Cypher Part 1. That's also in the yeah. Good show, and then I'm going to take like another 2 weeks off because why not?
All right.
Because you feel like it. All right.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like it.
You know, I had an idea for a show, so I might, I might just, if I have time, I might just, hook you up.
Jump in and with another takeover.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I had an idea. Now can't remember what it was, but it was a pretty cool idea. So if I remember,
That's how good it was.
That's how good it was.
Yes, that'll come back to you. I'm sure.
Yeah. No, I actually had a couple ideas, but there was one in particular. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of dope. So yeah, maybe I might just do that. We'll see.
Okay. Cool.
We shall see. There's I haven't read it yet, but I'm curious about it. I guess there's a new Rolling Stone article about Craig Mack. You guys hear about this?
I have not read it yet.
I heard something about it today, and it talked about how he passed away. Did you hear about that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I haven't read it, so I don't know the details, but
well, I won't. Then everybody go read it.
okay.
I don't want to.
Right. But it also said something about he almost ended up at Death Row Records.
I saw a blurb about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? There was a lot of that makes sense. Like K Solo was out there with Death Row Records. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It makes sense. I mean,
yeah. I'm sure nothing would have came of it because nothing really came of any of that stuff.
Yeah, it would have been like the Death Row East situation that they were starting up.
Where's my tooth?
Oh, it's in the, oh.
Leave the
here's my
envelope.
tooth. Big Daddy Kane was almost on Death Row.
Come here and say hello.
Hi.
And show
Rocco.
them what you don't got.
Yeah, losing those teeth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
We went to dinner tonight, and he took a bite of his hamburger, and he said, "I think my tooth's coming out." And he opened his mouth, and it was like dangling. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's out of here."
Envelope.
Bazooka
What?
tooth.
Oh, you need an envelope?
Yeah.
Doesn't Mom have one? All right, see if Mom has one.
Make sure that Tooth Fairy gives you lots of money.
Yeah.
I heard with the price of with inflation, Tooth Fairy's handing out big bucks these days.
Yeah, so I've heard. Last tooth was $3. I used to get a quarter.
I was gonna say
Nice.
$3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy crap!
I
Yep.
was getting shiny money. And nothing.
Right. That was it. It was shiny money back in the day.
Shiny money.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hype Style. Yes.
let's bring that up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Remember, Eric B saying he was set up to be the boss of Death Row East by Suge. Obviously, nothing ever really happened the last. Could have been fun while it lasted, maybe.
Bring the car down.
You know,
go bring the car down to Grandma.
Okay.
It just seems like a lot of ideas. It just,
Yes.
It's
A lot of ideas. Yes.
like a Marvel what if comic book. It's like a bunch of what ifs.
Yeah.
That's a great way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, there are tons
What
of
ifs.
hip hop what ifs. That's an episode. Hip hop what ifs.
Yeah. Sure is.
Hang on a sec. I got to get my son an envelope. So
No problem.
Or his tooth.
Yes, this is important stuff.
Mm.
There you go.
The next ones are important because they come out. Ain't no coming back from that.
Yes. Yes. Man.
Oh,
All right, boyo. Here. Just give me that. Anyway.
Unwrapping it.
Yeah. It's a great show tonight. Lost teeth. Rolling Stone articles.
That shall not be discussed, I guess.
Shall not be right.
I don't want to ruin it for people.
No, I don't. I totally understand. I'm looking forward to reading it. So, all right, there you go.
It's just a different.
Good night, guys.
Good night, brother.
They said good night.
It's just a different demise than what we had previously thought. So
Wow.
that's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's not cool. Okay. Yeah. So we'll definitely have to check that out. There was some other hip hop related stuff I wanted to bring up, and it's escaping me at the moment.
Hipper to the hopper. You just don't stop her. There's a because speaking
What
of
is
it, before
happening?
Well,
Go ahead.
is
What were you say, also?
happening?
I haven't watched it yet, but I know it's amazing. It should be. There's a new Dip Diver video.
Yes.
That I believe. Have you saw it? Did you
I
see
haven't
it?
watched it yet either.
Yeah, I haven't had a second to watch it, but as soon as I do, I will follow up with them and let those guys let them know my input. But there is a new Dip Diver video. It's CDOC again alum, and actually go back and check that episode.
Yeah. Yep.
And not at this second after the show.
I mean, you could go right now because we're just kind of like wasting time.
No. Don't let them leave. They'll go over to Kenny Parker. Don't do that.
No, don't go to Kenny Parker. Stay here on Channel Zero. But,
Yeah, Hype Style. I see you.
exactly.
I got people in the comments looking for Hype Style.
Hype Style. I'm waiting for Hype Style to come on the show, man. When are you gonna sit in with us, Hype? You are a plethora of hip hop knowledge.
Yeah.
See?
See?
See.
But
Sean, what up?
Yeah, we got all the peeps in the house. Cheese,
Movie man.
For Sean. Al J. Don Key. Yep.
Is that cheese from Potsy and Cheese? Is that that cheese? Oh, salute.
Yes, it is. The wizard on the turntables.
Yeah.
Yep. So Sugar Bear's album, Never Lost, 88 Demos, is finally out. Unearthed.
Yeah.
You can check it out now, streaming. It's also available on CD from SpitzLandRecords.com. You can check out what Sugar Bear and his people were up to back in 1988. Tapes unearthed. And man,
it's fresh.
It's fresh for 88.
It is.
You suckers.
Yep.
He asked me what my favorite songs were, and I told him whatever I told him. But then I ended up playing a different song for the show because I ended up liking it even more than what I told him originally.
I got to give a shout out to Bear because that period of time with the, it was kind of wild west of the samples, but man, they were really sampling some stuff that nobody else was sampling at the time.
Right. Yeah, and see, especially when you know when that was supposed to come out, and then when you hear those samples, you're like, oh, well, this person used it later. Or oh yeah, you know what I mean? Yep. Or then Bear has some stories where he had a cassette in a car and came up missing.
Yeah.
And later on you hear it on a Ras Kass album, but that's for Bear to tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for Sugar Bear to tell.
That's for Sugar Bear to tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's dope. It's straight from the digitized from the cassette is the demo cassettes. So it is a little rough sounding, but we cleaned them up nicely, and but that's kind of like the charm of it,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Plus the joint that has the scratching all the way through it, that shit is bananas.
Yeah.
Live, just like
Oh, the remix thing?
Huh?
The remix one?
No, the joint, there's one of the joints, and forgive me, help me out here, Bear, that has as he's rhyming, his DJ is cutting the entire time.
It's just cousin catching
all through the track.
Bringing it back and forth. Yeah. I think I like Cadence. It's all in Cadence. That's
Cadence was one of the ones that I said was one of my favorites, and it still is. But I went with Chillin' for the show. I love Chillin' for some reason.
Chillin' is dope.
Just so great.
Yeah.
There's something, I don't know, just very 88 about it. I just love the whole vibe of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been a hell of an album. But we got it out finally. Only took us 30-some years.
Right.
It's there.
Yep.
It's out and about. And yes, the birthday girl, Half Pint, she and MC Glamorous, which I'm trying to schedule a date for them to come on the show and talk about their new project, the EP, Two Queens and a Mic, which is also out now on CD and Digi. So, yeah, good, strong island goodness.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody better learn how to do your best impression of, I don't know, Ras Kass is on his way.
Okay.
Ras Kass is on the way.
Ras Kass is on the way.
So somebody do your best ray gun impression.
Why? I don't want to do that at all.
No.
Yeah. Don't want to do that.
It's like somebody farted. That's the way his face was like, somebody farted.
Black Medin's in the house, and shout out to Black Medin because they've got new music coming out.
I saw that.
Yep. So, new single is dropping. Wait, when does that drop, you guys?
Chilling. It was chilling.
Oh, it was on Chillin'. Yeah, of course it was.
Oh, Chillin' was Chillin's the song. That's right.
Yeah.
It has
That's why you love it, Flatline.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy. That joint is ill.
Mm-hmm.
What? So it's not on there. Okay. But
is everything okay at your house, C-Doc?
New Black Medin. What?
Is everything okay at your house? Because that sounded like a Man Down episode.
I think my parents are visiting, and I think my dad was trying to take the dog out, and the dog wasn't cooperating. I think the dog was dancing around as the dog usually does. He was telling the dog stop dancing. So, because of course Rocco came in and left the door wide open. Because why not? So.
September 20th, new Black Medin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when the album comes out. When's the single come out? So the next single. But
and we have incoming.
Yes. Let's get to it. Our guest is here. He's H2O proof. He's the microphone Michael Corleone. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Ras Kass.
Hey, everybody. First of all,
Ras Kass.
I definitely want to apologize. I had a glitch in the matrix, man, so I'm a little out and about. I do apologize. I respect your time and you guys having me here, so bear with me.
It's all good. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Can you hear us?
I
Barely.
didn't bring my headphones or nothing, man. I'm super boy right now, but I'm gonna make it work because I love y'all.
Okay. Well then we're just gonna let you talk. How about that? We'll just let you talk. Is that cool?
No, I mean I'll listen and then I'll listen and then I will do this and speak.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's talk. What do you got going on right now? What do you have
right now,
going on right now?
Right now, I am working on. Oh, I may have some headphones. I may have came up in like. Yay! All I need is. I may be okay. Hold button. This one. Hold the button on the back of the carton case. Okay.
Of course, you're frozen now, but
Okay. Did that work? Did that work?
hey, there he is.
Can you hear us?
There it goes. I am platinum.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. It sounded
Yes,
like
we can hear you.
I know. I got earpods, but I'm just trying to make sure they actually. Sorry.
Connected. Yeah.
What am I doing wrong? Okay, bear with me. They were connected. They were. Wait. Because it did say it. It said hold on to them.
It's very still.
Huh?
Master of Zen.
We could all do that. Just
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's almost like a contest.
mm-hmm. Who could stay the stillest?
Yeah. Who freezes the best?
Did that work?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Oh, you're so awesome. Okay, I think I'm there. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm a human.
No, really?
I exist. Okay, I'm here, you guys, and I can actually hear you.
Fantastic. Hello, sir. How are you?
I am blessed. All is well. Thanks for putting up with, my shit show, and thank you, Rab. She's amazing. She just saved my life. Okay, so now act like none of that ever happened, and I just walked in here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Ras Kass.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What's up, her?
Yeah. So I would like to ask to start off with what you've got going on right now.
So it's called Gutter, Guttr. Our first single is called Roll Call. We dropped the visuals for it. So that's featuring Sway Calloway, Big Bro, Method Man, and Fame from MOP. So we're doing more content for the record, and I'm really, you guys got it. There it goes. Guttr. Everything is Gutter. Yeah. So just excited. For me, it's bucket list, man. I'm a Mobb Deep fan. And just to be able to not only work with Hav doing one, a song, but doing a whole project for me as an MC was bucket list. Excited. Just excited to, get the world aware of it.
Dope.
The
Yeah.
dope album.
Yeah.
Yep. Flatline,
that
did
bad?
you have anything you wanted to follow up with?
No. I'm good at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, then let's go back. Let's take it back then. You know, what got you into hip hop? What was the beginning for you?
Good question. I would say, honestly, I wasn't very music oriented growing up. I had older sisters. I don't have any brothers, so they played music. It was like kind of white noise to my chaos. Like even in the streets, like growing up, I was more trying to find, not even trying to find my tribe, just socializing, being a kid, throwing rocks and doing dumb. You know, I'm from LA,
Yeah.
from Watts, so I was out just being me, and music wasn't primary for me. My father wasn't really big into music. My mother listened to, she's very religious Christian. She listened to like gospel, like born again Christian music, not like because we're not Catholics. My culture on my mom's side, my mom's a Creole from Louisiana, so we're not Baptist with all the loud music. We're Catholics, so very used to very nail stand, super quiet. So I just wasn't oriented in that soulful space. But it existed. Rap existed since since I was born. And I thought some things were cool. But like I said, I just didn't really care. What really got me into hip hop, I think, was maybe KRS-One. You Must Learn. Like I loved, EPMD was dope and Rakim was dope, but I didn't really know what Rakim was talking about. He was talking about he was God. I was lost. I was like, what that mean? Public Enemy was dope. Bring the noise, and Slick Rick, like everything was dope. But I really kind of worked backwards from Chris.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was, I had never heard anybody do history in a record. And like factual, Harriet Tubman and whoever creates the traffic light and all that. But yeah, man, from there, I just became a hip hop junkie, and so I just became a big fan. And going backwards, I just started literally really understanding, because I think I was too young to understand what hard times. Let's just say I'm 4. I don't understand what hard times are. I got Obama. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't, a lot of those records that, just period. I wouldn't say nowadays, but people made music for adults. Like you gotta have life experience to really appreciate real classic that hip hop. And even oldies, like the 60s, they would fight the power and all, and Curtis Mayfield. They was talking about pain. They went through a lot of pain, and real country western and all these forms of music is about black people getting their ass whooped. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Rock is rebel music. Punk came from that. It's all about black people getting beat up. It's just the facts of the matter. That's where it comes from. And so I wasn't getting beat up. I was a kid. I couldn't resonate until I got to that stage. What we call dog years. Really like. Technically, dog years is your teens, like 13 and 18. But I think I started picking up on stuff around, 10, 11-ish. That's kind of when I really focused in on Chris, and then I went backwards.
Yeah. When did your writing start?
So I became a hip hop fan, and I used to fix everybody's verses. And I grew up in Watts. I lived in Carson my whole life, but I went to school and socialized in Watts until 8th grade. Somewhere around 6th grade, I wrote my first rap. I'm sorry, just another tidbit. I started school early and I got skipped. So when I was in the 6th grade, I should have been in the 4th grade. So it just kind of helped. So sometime around 6th grade, I write my first rap. And my rap is about our neighborhood, not the gang part, which would be like 997 East Coast Crib. That's where Spider Loaf G Unit is from, and not Grape Street. And nothing like. But they started a clique called 99 Eastside Hustlers. It wasn't gang members. It was more like, some of the cool kids in the neighborhood.
Right.
So I wrote a little rap, and then I went and I said it to my, to all the dudes I looked up to, the basketball player, and the, all the older homeboys. Like if I'm posing as 12, maybe they're 16 and 17 or whatever, and I went and said my rap, and they're like, "You are whack," and then that was it. That was the end of my rap career. Yeah, it was awesome. It lasted all of one day. I remember I thought I was like Beethoven. I thought I was gonna come back with this rap and blow everybody's mind, and they were gonna be like, "You're the best, kid." And they was like, "Cuz that shit was whack." I remember I was just like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm whack," and then I just enjoyed the music, which is what a lot of rappers should do, because a lot of them are whack.
Yeah.
Go get better.
Right.
Honestly, I understood my whackness, and I just enjoyed the music. It wouldn't be until way later on that I started again, like 3 or 4 years later. And me and my friend Bird, this is when I was in 7th grade. In 7th grade, I had a Technique 1200, and my friend Bird had I forgot it wasn't a Shure. I forgot. Anyway, he had a mixer with a little 6-7 second sampler on it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we pulled all our stuff together and started rating everybody's, old records, everybody we knew, trying to get his mom, whatever. So and we started making these these albums, like 1 hour. You go in, it was all in my garage. So you go in the garage, and basically we would just diss each other. You find your loops, and then we make these albums, diss each other. And one of these tapes where, they can be about 45 minutes, whatever. But anyway, one of these tapes kind of resonated with all our friends. Everybody's like, "You guys are dumb." It was dope. It was whatever. It's cool. Bird had the gumption to give it to his older sister's boyfriend. And that guy came back, and one day, which I would never have given it to him. I would never have. I wouldn't have given it to, just our stupid friends, but not, he was like a local hero. He was on the radio, and Bird gave it to him because he has no filter. But long story short, he gave dude the tape. And then dude walked up to us one day. I'm surprised he didn't just throw the tape in the trash like all these stupid kids. But he listened to it apparently, and he came back and he pointed at me. He said, well, I think he pointed at Bird. He was like, "You got an ear for beats. Like, you're a producer." And he pointed at me. He said, "You can rhyme." And his name was Battle Cat, and that was it. He took us under his wing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's our truth. We was about 14, acting like we were 16. And Cat took us under his wing, man. And, if it wasn't for him seeing something in us, and, Box, who's an artist who had a deal, they looked out. They just took care of us, man. They could have put, my mom would drop us. That's how young we were. My mom would drop us off to where Nipsey and them from, the 60s neighborhood. And she would drop us off on Arlington, and we were supposed to catch the bus back, but they never let us catch the bus back. They would drop us off. They took care of us like big brothers, man. I'm always honored to say, like, I wish we still had that kind of energy, like I always try to put that energy out because it was given to me, to show, to mentor, or not even necessarily mentor, just extend a hand of help instead of feeling like everybody competition. So I got to beat everybody down. So, yeah.
Wow.
I hope that answered the
Yeah. No, it did, but it also explained something, because I was curious as to how you did a demo, right? Or a promo with Maverick, with Madonna's label, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's Battle Cat.
And that's Battle Cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, because we performed, ODB performed, which is, Battle Cat had to remind me of this. I had forgotten. Yeah, Maverick gave Cat a whole bunch of money as a demo deal, and he made this album, and then I forgot the exec's name, but Madonna was there, and we performed. We had to perform for Madonna. It was a showcase, and I feel like ODB performed too. It was crazy, man.
Wow.
You know, and it was like nobody there. It's not like 25, 100 people. It was like 20 people, 15. And, I think it was the guy that married Mariah Carey. What was her husband's name?
Tommy Mottola?
Huh? I'm sorry.
Did she marry Tommy Mottola?
Tommy
Yeah.
It might have been Mottola. Whoever gave Madonna that deal, it was that guy. It was a few
okay.
other execs. And Madonna's there, and we're like tripping out, like, oh man. But I mean, I didn't really understand what I was getting myself into. You just hear these names, you don't understand the import of how much influence and power. I'm just like, oh, Madonna's here. That's crazy. Not like like make or break, kid. You can get rich here. So like, yeah, man, yeah.
So, but okay, so they did a promo, but then that was kind of the end of that.
Well, I think everything was contingent upon Cat getting his deal.
Oh, okay.
He had a demo deal where they're gonna pick it up. So they gave him, back then they was handing out money like crack. Like
Right.
it was, so they probably gave him $100,000. He was a producer, accomplished with Domino or whatever, but they didn't pick it up. And so, my little demo was again contingent on that. We just moved on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you ended up at Patchwork?
No. So
Oh.
no. I'm with Cat, and at the same time, by then I know Wino. Wino is the producer that produced everything for Coolio, period, when Coolio went solo. So Fantastic Voyage and all that, Gangsta's Paradise, all that. So Wino is from our neighborhood in Carson. With my demo that I had initially, I somehow got over to Wino's house in Carson, and he would begin to also help me develop, because Battle Cat was getting really busy. And Wino was able to spend more time with me as I was trying to develop who Ras Kass was. And we made a demo. That demo was collectively, my first demo was like Cat and a few other people, Domino Theory and them. The next demo becomes majoritively Wino with like a Battle Cat record. And that was the record deal that I almost got. I had a record deal. That's when I met DJP, Paul Stewart. I was supposed to sign to what you call them? What are the brand new heavies? Delicious Vinyl. So
Wow.
So Farside's deal is Ras Kass deal. They'll tell you that.
Wow.
So I was supposed to sign to Delicious Vinyl, but that's when I caught my case and all that, and everything goes to shit for me. Farside I was at like a Gavin or one of those things, whatever thing they had in San Francisco. And you had to have a badge to get inside the hotel. And I was walking outside and I saw Imani and like Fat Lip, Romai. And I remember them saying like, man, we want to get in and get a record deal. And I'm like, well, I'm in a room with a whole bunch of execs. And I brought them up with my badge and they performed Your Mama a cappella.
Wow.
And they'll tell you, I mean, and so, because they were my older homeboys, like we all were like hip hop dancers and stuff. And so it was dope. Again, like, me, I've always kind of, again, I'm a helper. I'm not going to hate on nobody. So I brought them in. They did Your Mama. And so then there was the interest in me and them, but I was going to jail. So when I went to jail, not jail, I went to juvenile hall because I was already, fucking up because that's what I'm good at, rebelling. And I got out and, I think they were working on the second album by then, the Backwards record. I remember them shooting that video. I remember that. I remember getting out of juvenile hall and going up, with Paul and Malik Levy and all of them, and like, Farside is popping, and the first album did great. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm just in jail, I'm fresh out of jail, and them saying, hugging and whatever. And so Patchworks comes into play after that, just to answer the story. Patchworks is basically Bob Whitfield, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, Curtis Daniel, and myself. And then DJ Kerr, who Bob went to Stanford with. So Bob's older than us. He played football. Curtis played football too, but he went to Michigan. He actually was in college with Paul Rosenberg, Eminem's manager, and then Ras Kass. So when Ras Kass gets out of juvenile hall and takes this deal in county jail like a year and a half later, Curtis calls John, me, Ras Kass, and says, hey, why don't you and Bob and me, because Bob is losing money. He keeps investing in everybody's stuff and then keep losing it. Why don't he invest in you? I was like, well, I mean, you know, I'm happy for him. I know he plays for the Falcons, but I never asked him for anything. So Kirk called and put that into place. So Patchwork is literally three brothers from the Patch doing work. Ras Kass, Bob, and Curtis in Atlanta. And Bob don't do music, Ras Kass do. So when Bob put the studio in Atlanta, I was mad because I didn't want to move to Atlanta. So I wasn't going to move to Atlanta. So my whole thing, but Bob wanted to cheat on his wife in Atlanta. So I'm telling the truth, saying the devil. So Bob put the studio there so that he could have a what they call it, an alibi. Like, don't go into the studio, but he'd be going to go cheat because Ras Kass wasn't recording there, so the studio was just hemorrhaging money. And then Bob would eventually almost lose it, and Curtis bought it, and now he runs it. And Curtis has been running the studio for the past at least 15, 20 years.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. But our neighborhood in Carson is called the Patch. That's why it's called Patchwork.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's where it comes from. That's dope. Oh, yes, I was supposed to ask. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Ooh, I see it.
Yeah. Wow. I was supposed to, ask about the dancing and the scheme team.
Yeah. So I alluded to it. I got into dance to the music, and then I started like what they call out here they call it housing, more break dancing. There were people like they were doing more of the routine stuff, but we were more like Scoob and Scrap, but even less. We were more freestyle dancers. So there was a bigger clique, obviously scheme team that danced for Divine Styler. So they had that fame of Divine Styler.
Uh-oh.
We were called Dynamite Soul, and there was a lot of different cliques, but like I used to be able to run up the wall, like run up a wall and hit a backflip, and then do a bridge and slide on my head all the way down the street, whatever. I was ill. I had a great, but we were dope dancers. But we just weren't. We were rebellious in our dancing. We wouldn't do routines and all that stuff. So we didn't get picked for the tours a lot of times. But we did, like Dags, my friend Dags, like they got the Herb Alpert videos and all that. I booked the Prince video. I'm in the Prince video.
Dope.
I will never share what it is. But I was young, man. I was a little kid, but Prince liked me, and that was awesome. Prince almost signed me. I've had some crazy experiences.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. My first, my probably before was the Prince situation. Yeah. Before Madonna and all that. Yeah.
Wow.
He needed to sign you because I was listening to Diamonds and Pearls earlier today. I was like, oh man, like Prince could have got anybody to rap on those records.
Here's the funny part is that it was a 3-day video shoot. This video, but long story short, the first day nobody cares about me, but I ended up doing whatever. I did a flip. I flipped off the wall, and everybody goes ape shit. And Prince comes up and he's like, "Yo, good shit," and whatever. And then it was like a 40s Hollywood movie. Like, "Hey kid, what you doing?" His exec comes over. He's like, "Hey kid, you got some kind of talent? What you do, kid? You could be a superstar." And I'm like, "Oh wow, this is awesome!" Like, for me, it's all I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm just like, I'm more of a fan. I don't take all of this seriously, right? And thank God that the winos and the battle cats took it seriously for me because I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life. I just fell in love with the culture, man. To be perfectly honest, and it's even through all the crap, it's been good, man. The culture's been good to me. But to make a long story short, you got Moxie, kid, exactly. I swear it was like that. But yeah, I did. I flipped off the wall. Prince comes up, then his dude from the label comes up, and for the next 2 days, like they bumped me up into a speaking role. Everybody starts being nice to me. It's hilarious. And then it was funny because they asked me, they're like, "Do you do music? You sing? You rap? You do anything?" I was like, "Yeah, I actually do rap." I was like, and ironically, I used Prince in one of my hooks, and this is obviously before digital. They're like, "We want to hear this demo." So he keep hounding me to get the demo. I'm trying to get the demo for my people who are dragging their feet. It happens for like a whole week, maybe 2. And I finally get the demo. I have to mail it. I have the address to them where Prince is. I forgot Minneapolis. I got this address. I have to ship it and send the cassette or the ADAT, whatever the hell it was. And he kept calling me, and then they must have got the tape because they never called back. Oh yeah, man. I mean, well, okay. I'm from LA. I'm kind of smart and I'm kind of stupid, and so I use Prince, but I never told him how I used him in the hook. He had a song that I love called "Joy and Repetition," and he sings these 2 words. So I used these 2 words, but guess what the 2 words were? Ice Cube, fuck you. So yeah, it was like So I'm sure Prince heard, why would this kid put my beautiful singing with Ice Cube saying fuck you? I hate this kid. I'm sure he hated it. But hey, man, you had to be myself. So it was hilarious. Like he liked me until he heard what I had to say, and then it was all bad. It was great.
Oh, that's hilarious. Do you still have that tape?
I wish, man. I wish. Man, I've been asking that song. That's pre Solo Nice demo. You know what I'm saying? So even the Solo Nice demo, I know the names of the songs, and our friend Adrian Miller, who he's responsible for putting out like Anderson .Paak with a gang of people, but Adrian's a long-term big brother friend of mine. He said he had the tape. I know what the songs sound like, but I don't have them, and I want these songs because they're hilarious. They have to be because I'm sure about because I still was me. And probably cruder, you know what I'm saying? Just saying really mean things because I'm a mean person, mean spirited. So yeah, I would love to hear it.
Oh wow. That's great.
Can we, since we're around this time, one of the things I always wanted to actually hear from you is what happened with Western Hemisphere?
Man, I talk about it to a certain degree, and then I found I used to mic the room, so I kind of put out the audio from then. Ultimately, without overly living in that moment, money gets involved and people change, man. And Voodoo and Mean Green, Bob was stealing from me. That's what I found out. So my friend that makes $22 million a year is stealing from me and put me in a shit contract. That breaks my heart. He's rich. Why would he do that to me? I've known him. I never even came and asked him for anything. So why did he do that to me? I'm about to be a young father. So, and I try to tell my friends, if Bob would rob me, what do you think he would do to you? And then they go talk shit and go sign to Bob. So that was dead in the water. That was that. We've never been cool ever since, honestly. Because I mean, that was the principle. The principle was we did this for free, and now I'm telling you, bro. But all people see is an opportunity, and instead of seeing like how dude was mistreating his own friend, they like, well, fuck Ras too, and then we gonna be with Bob, and then I guess fuck me, and you gonna step on me to get to where you're going, and that's what I wasn't gonna do. Is allow them and any more people to take advantage of me and take my kindness for weakness. So that was dead from then on. It's always been dead from then on. But they killed it. I never killed it.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yep. There you go.
Like I said, I got my clique. You know, like I said, Curtis Daniels owns Patchworks, so I'm proud to say I'm a part of Patchworks because Curtis is my friend and actually my first fan. So, you know, the good people stick around. The weird people gotta go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. That's facts.
What? So, was the first single? Was it "Remain Anonymous" or "Won't Catch Me Running"?
Remain Anonymous was the first single.
Was the first one. Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, can I just talk about this for a second, C-Doc?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I live in the East Coast. I live in New Jersey. Actually, I was at the Awesome 2 joint that you was at a couple weeks ago. I didn't get to talk to you, but I was there. I didn't get to talk to you.
You were there. Oh, salute.
I was
salute.
there. Yeah. But my brother used to live on the West Coast. He lived in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to that was when the Wake Up Show used to come through, it would come through LA. Whatever was like, I think on the beat, they would play it on LA.
Correct.
And he sent me a tape with Remain Anonymous on it. So shout out to my brother Sean. But when I heard that, I was like, what the heck? It was out of here. It was something different. So
thank you.
Salute to that. Just had to get that on.
Yeah, that was my that's when I was still producing. I produced that. So it ended up being back me and Bird again, ultimately. Like is what Bird was kind of the producer, but I produced too. And then, Won't Catch Me Running was Bird. A lot of Soul on Ice is me. The first album. It's me and Bird. There's a couple songs I kept from Voodoo. But yeah, man, that was the beginning of at least giving it a shot. So I'm still grateful, even though things went bad with certain people. I was able to put out a record. RZA actually cleared the Method Man sample, so we were able to clear that, like sell that single. Like starting to learn the business of music. I was a creative, so just having those opportunities and that journey. RZA's still a big brother to me to this day, so I'm blessed. Like, and Priest is always like, I'm the one that told him about Remain Anonymous. Like okay, I'm like, well, you saved the day, nigga. Thank you. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. It's been a journey, man. We did that. My demo was pretty much most of what was Soul on Ice. I would say it was about 60% of it, maybe 65%. But that's when I found out the homie was stealing from me, so things went to shit. And then we had these deals and we had these opportunities like Def Jam, Rick Rubin. It was still Def American. They didn't even tell me that Loud wanted to sign me because I would have signed there.
Wow.
I would have signed. I was a fan of everything at Loud. I felt like Def Jam was too far away with too many superstars. I didn't want to get lost in the mix.
Right.
And I picked Priority because I figured, well, I'm from the West Coast. At least it's over here. And if they NWA and then Snoop Dogg, then they would understand the legacy that I'm a West Coast MC. And I did the complete wrong thing for the right reason. They didn't get it. But that was the reason why I picked it. But it's crazy. They didn't even tell me that Loud wanted to sign me because I would have signed to Loud. I would have been like Mobb Deep, The Licks, nigga, motherfucking Pun.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, nigga, I'm out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Give me So that again, the homies not being real with me, which is crazy because they wanted the money and it's crazy because what's his name from Loud just told me that like a year ago.
Wow.
Wow.
He said, Raz, you the only person I ever tried to sign that didn't sign to me. And I said, that's crazy because I never knew that because I would have signed it.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Snaky shit. Niggas didn't tell me because they wanted the money because other people, it was a bidding war and they wanted the most money as opposed to what was going to be the best home.
Yeah. Yep.
Shout out Steve Rifkin.
Yeah, Rifkin. Yep, Rifkin.
Yeah.
So yeah. That man, that was the journey, man. That's been the journey.
I gotta ask about because like right around that time, You also did song for the Street Fighter soundtrack.
Come
Oh,
with
wait.
it.
With it, yeah,
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
God.
which is crazy.
What a
That
whole
joint is
nother-
crazy.
That-
Not the Ramen Magnum.
Yeah, how did that record come together?
Oh, that's Sway and Tech, man. They are, you know, the angels of West Coast hip hop, man. Like, you know, they're not the first. Mike Nardone is and K-Day and all these other platforms existed before, but they were the ones that were able to implement and get us exposed the most, I would say, especially the MC. So you know, yeah, Sway and them had some degree of exec production on that project, and they designed a few records for certain people. And that record they designed, they knew Ahmad was nasty freestyling, and that he had the, you know, back in the day record. So everybody thought of him as commercial, and they wanted to showcase his skill set. And then me and Saphir the Bay, Hobo Junction, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to make sure Saphir sounded and shined, and then they gave me my shot, and you know, we got busy.
Yeah.
Sure did.
That
I
shit
wish you
was
guys would have did more records together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And you know what's crazy? We did, me and Saphir. I think Exhibit kind of became that other spot,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know? But it was not intentional. It's not like we didn't like Ahmad. It's just we ended up clicking
Right.
and hanging. You know, most life is social. So it was just we socialized together. We ended up really becoming, you know, friends.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's another one. Golden State Warriors. That's another. Golden State.
Wow.
That's another joint. Yeah. Crazy. Ugh.
What were we gonna say? Flatline? Sorry, I
I
jumped.
was just gonna say that I was involved in college radio at the time when "Come With It" came out, and that record was huge. I would get requests for it like almost every week when it dropped.
Oh, wow.
Massive. And I was up in
Oh,
Alaska every night, so even people up there they knew what was up. So
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, it was
That's a
huge.
blessing.
Yeah, and then this dropped.
That dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
How did you end up on Priority? Like how?
Yeah, so I had a bidding war. I picked Priority. Like I said, my options were Def Jam, Chris Lighting, rest in peace, flew me out. They made an offer. Uh, Rick Rubin used to come pick me up in a Bentley, and this is when he was fat, so it probably looked real pedophilia in retrospect. But he picked me up. It probably did. It probably looked crazy. My neighbor seeing this little black kid jump in the car with like little Santa white man, yeah, in a Bentley. That shit look crazy, bro. But
And then
But he-
Coolio was involved.
not really. So Wino produced everything for Coolio. I got out of jail again because when I was when when I got out with Farside, then I started from scratch. But my mom had bought me a book while I was in juvenile hall, and it was Soul on Ice. So I already knew what my album would be one day, if I ever had the opportunity to make an album. So anyway, I within about 3 years, I got an opportunity to get another record deal. Maybe less than that, maybe 2 years. Like I lost the Far Side deal, and then maybe within a year and a half, two, I had the opportunity for another deal. But I found out my friend was robbing me, so now I was trying to figure out how to get him out of my pocket. Whatever, how was this gonna work? So that took like another year. But Chris and Russell gave me an offer. Rick Rubin gave me an offer. Um, I didn't know about the Loud offer, and then Priority gave an offer because I was doing those songs on the soundtrack. So they
Right.
obviously they had some interest in me. I picked them because they kept doing right by me. So I figured it's closer to home. They understand West Coast rap because so far so good. They did a great job with NWA, obviously, and they did an amazing job with Snoop Dogg. So this should probably be my home. I felt like I was just another evolution in West Coast MC. So maybe this should be my home. It was the stupidest idea I ever had, but I did the stupid thing for the right reason. Um, Coincidentally, that's how I didn't know Chino Excel, rest in peace. Rick Rubin asked me that as a favor because I didn't sign to him. Um,
Yeah.
but that was one of the best moves I ever did. Chino's one of the most incredible MCs. May live 1,000 lives, and we really went at it bar for bar in the studio. So I always want to salute him.
Great.
Um, yeah, man, Riot is like we
Right.
went
Yep.
at it. Like I
Unbelievable.
went, we went at it bar for bar,
Yeah.
and at that time I was kind of gunning people left and right. Like I did not gun him, he didn't gun me. It was like a war of attrition with him.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, grateful to have Rick Rubin bring that brother into my life. And then yeah, the album was like a year late because we negotiated. It took like a whole year. My album probably would have came out realistically late '94.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm.
or like early '95. And so then by then, because even my demo, we were gonna go independent. So the source, everybody had the record basically, and they had heard Nature the Threat. I'm not tooting my own horn. They were gonna give me 6 mics because they had given Nas 5, and some of the things that I had done were just different than what. If you could give Nas 5 mics for that, then you had to give me 6 mics for Nature the Threat alone. Like
Yeah.
Alone.
alone, period.
Yep.
I'm one of the greatest. I'm one of the greatest writers in hip hop. I accept that about myself. I may not be popular, but I don't let the monkeys lie to me about who I am. I understand who I am. I may not be popular, but I'm really good at what I do when I get to it.
We
Um,
agree.
yeah, thank you. Um, but yeah, so long story short, we had to kind of revamp it and update it. The sonics changed, and my friend Flip, who did a lot of stuff with DJ Quick, came in and helped save the day, and that's where you get the Miami Lives and
Mm.
some of the other records. Um, he just he helped me because I was getting robbed. It's really a sad story, honestly. It's a melancholy story about this industry and how people have opportunities, and then some people just have different agendas and they mess up the whole plan. So, for a long time, like Sway and them would tell you, like, I'd get on the radio and be like, I don't want to rap. I want to tell you this is garbage. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like a broken little MC, bro, just because the business was bad. But yeah, I we caught a lot of flack. The Sonics had changed. It was a year later, so then the same Source magazine was down saying like, "Well, this is old," and now the Sonics are different. So I got it gave me like 3 mics or something. It was a lot of I got then. They complained and said, that it was all basically if everything goes wrong, it's your fault. If everything goes right, then the label's smart.
Yep.
So everything went wrong. The best thing that happened for me was Diamond D. So I was blessed to get in with Diamond D and knock out the remix. And then we kept on rocking, man. That's really the story. Is just,
We'll get to that in a second, but somebody wants
I
to say
was
hi
gonna
real
say,
quick.
buckle
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, here we go.
What's your
Looks
beat?
like Chuck D and Flavor Flav in the house.
Chuck D and Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh
The
wow.
The Ras Assassinator. Yeah,
Wow.
we outside. We outside. We outside.
What up, Chuck? What up, Flav? Last time I saw Flav, it was in West Hollywood, not West Hollywood, Hollywood. Yeah, good to see you, brother.
Yo, good to see you too, Ras. How you doing, family?
Oh man, everything's good. I'm over here, spilling my heart about spilling my hip hop story, telling my war of attrition. Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
We can't. We are undisclosed, and we can't say what we're doing. So, but
Wow,
you know
nice.
what? But we're on the C-Doc again, along with our homies, Flatline, Jenny, and also my man, the one and only Ultra Mag and C-Doc, and along with the Assassinator, Ras Kass. Yo, listen, man. And Flatline and Doc and everybody tell you, man, we play so much of your music over the last 15 years on Rap
Thank
Station.
you.
And that man right there, Flatline, has shipped me bushels of of Ras Kass. Him and Tim Heineke.
That's
But
true.
Flatline is hip hop gods. Like you're like would you say like Flatline that Ras is like kind of like a card carrying champion of hip hop gods. Is Ras Kass the number one hip hop god?
top tier lyricist.
Right,
Oh
every year.
man, it's a
Always.
blessing.
Every time out, whatever it is, if it's an album, if it's a single, if it's a guest spot, it's like I'm playing it and then I'm sending it to Chuck as long as it's clean.
Hey, I remember back in the days, that was always one of my favorite phrases, man. I'd be like, yeah, yo, you flatlining, G, you flatlining.
Is that where you got it from, Flatline?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Come on, tell the truth. Tell the truth. If you don't tell the truth, you flatlining.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we out here picking cotton, so we gotta get back to work. So
Oh, man.
Ras, we just wanted to give you a shout out, a salute. We'll catch the rest of the show on the other side, man. But
No
peace,
doubt.
love, and all that stuff. All right.
Peace and love, Chuck, man. Thank you always.
Yeah,
It's
that's
always
right.
a pleasure
We
when I
came
see you.
here, yo, we came here to represent, not resent.
That part. That's what I'm talking about.
That part, these nuts.
Man,
that part, these nuts.
What's up, Doc?
What's up? How are you?
We can't
James?
disclose what we're doing or where we're at, but yeah,
But just know that that's where we at and we doing it. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part, yeah.
Hey, Dave was on your show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dave was on C-Doc show.
You cut the record down to the bone.
I mean, he was one of the funniest ones out there.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Yeah.
Hey yo, that's
Peace.
my man, Mr. 1 foot
All right, bro.
treble.
All right.
Yeah, God,
Thank you, guys.
Minute work.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, but
Much
Ras,
love.
man, like we're always waiting for any joint that you got, and those folks right there make sure that I get it the cap off the top of the show, man. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you, and you're a well-respected legend. Anywhere you go, you was one of the first to actually, in the 90s especially, to be having that both coasts respect. And that ain't easy, man. Definitely
Yes,
not
sir.
easy to get that both, especially back then. Especially back then, you know how that was, to get both coasts respecting you
Yes,
at the
sir.
same time. Shit. Man, you just said and
I'm
done.
still, I'm still freaking out. I'm talking to Chuck D and Flavor Flav. That's crazy. That was awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
remember the time I
That
think
was
you was
bucket
getting down
list.
at House of Blues and I was driving the U-Haul truck and I told you I was moving some furniture and I backed the U-Haul truck up to the old House of Blues and you was like, nah, and I showed you the U-Haul keys.
That's so
I
crazy.
showed him the U-Haul keys. He's like, you really fucking driving the? Yeah, I said I'm driving
U-Haul.
the U-Haul across the country. I was driving it across over to move some stuff to Atlanta, and I stopped there first. And the next stop I had was Barstow. So,
That's legendary.
or Needles, one of those spots. I think Needles
Oh, wow.
out there and stuff. Where Needles is a place right there on the borderline where they spelled where they this was a rare thing, and I won't be long-winded. It's Needles, Arizona. But we got there, and the sign on the was spelled wrong. It's like a misspelled sign, a misspelled
Right.
road sign. Like
Yeah.
who did this national state highway sign and spelled the name wrong? I'm pretty sure they repaired it because it had to be the dumbest sign in the United States of America.
They probably figure by the time you get there, you just don't care. You're just like, I don't care. They just use whatever letters they had left. They like they won't care. It's hot.
Right, exactly. Population 35.
Right.
Lake Havasu next.
Right. That was the end of their Scrabble letters.
My mouth too much, man. I'm not trying to.
Well, love, Chuck.
Ras Kass.
Thank you for everything, Chuck.
Safe trip. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for everything too, man. I'll catch you on the other side on my drive home.
All right.
Peace.
One love.
One.
Yeah, so that happened.
Yeah, so that happened. I was just about to say, embrace your whackness, Raz, because here comes Chuck and Flav.
Wow. I mean, Chuck. I mean, Flav did these nuts joke and everything. Wow.
Yeah.
It don't get much better than that.
Yeah. We made out tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a win-win. Yeah, and you know what? I definitely one thing I don't want to be overly rude. Uh, I hope I get another chance to do this again, but I do need to get out at some point.
Yeah, no. Whenever you gotta go. So
You
Okay.
can wrap
come
up.
back
You can wrap up
anytime.
whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
You
let's give it another 5 at least, and then
Okay.
you gotta finish your dinner, but you know
Yeah,
where to
no,
find me. That's for
and
sure.
I apologize. I lost track of some stuff, and
It's all
so
good.
It's
yeah,
You can.
you know,
What,
I will be
if you
bigger,
want to
better, stronger, faster next time.
Yeah, no, please come back whenever you want. But Al J said it earlier. Shout out to Al J in the house. He said his favorite joint is from Ras Kass joint is Miami Life, and I may have to agree with that because when I heard that record, it just blew my fucking mind. So
Thank you.
I mean,
That's my production.
bro,
Oh,
Yeah, I did that.
there's so much going on in that beat. And it all comes together so
Somehow
well.
works, huh?
Bro, it's yo man, salute for that because that joint is so ridiculous.
Thank
yeah.
you. That's the battle cat believing in us. So Cat gave me an SP. He gave Bird an SP, but then Bird would upgrade to an MP. I always stayed on the SP. So all it is me finding, I kind of had my technique. But yeah, I produced the top of the record. There's a flute that plays, like, yeah, whatever. And then I have my friend Flip because it was one of the latter songs that we did. He put the move bass line in, and it's still I think it's my drums. I fought him. Yeah, he wanted to change the drums, and I'm an idiot. I was like, give me the SP drums. I'm gonna use my SP. I mean, yeah, my SP drums. I should have let him put the NPC drums in there.
No.
So,
The SP drums are perfect.
Perfect. It's
No,
perfect.
Don't even mess with it.
Thank
Don't even
you.
mess with it.
And then, and just to add on to Coolio again was Wino. Like Wino and Coolio were working together while I was locked up, and so once I would call collect, obviously call my mother, call whatever. And one day I called Wino, and he was just like, "Man, get it together, get up out of there. Love you. I believe in what you're doing." And he's like, "I'm working with Coolio from the Mad Circle." And then I called another time, and then he was like, "Yeah, you might have a record deal." And then the next time, like, it kept growing every time I called him. Like this is within like a 8 months or 9, a year or so, whatever. But I would call them, and then it'd be a different growth. And I was like, man, people don't get record deals, Even though I'd already blown one, I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, one day I called, and Coolio got on the phone and was like, man, I really love what you're doing. I think you dope. And we got our deal. And then next thing you know, by the time I get out, they were like shooting. They had shot the video for County Line, and to be honest, we never looked back. Like Coolio, with he and Wino collectively, them two. I was the little brother that that they, and it was more the 40 Thieves and everybody else. He had a whole crew of people. But I was a little random, rockhead kid, and I'm on Lollapalooza. I get out of jail. Next thing you know, I'm on Lollapalooza, going around the country. So super grateful, man. Like I said, this culture has given me a lot. I've been blessed.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do one last question because I gotta, and you had mentioned it before. How did the Diamond D remix of Soul on Ice come about?
Yeah, man. So, we the label felt like we needed a remix that because again the record was actually older.
Yeah.
The record was actually a year old by the time it was coming out. All the magazines that heard it. They were like, we probably, they wanted to try to, get a buzz on the record more. And we only had a week. So again, this is before digital. They flew me out. Like, I think DJ, to his credit, Bob's partner at the time, I think he called and reached out, made the deal with Diamond. Diamond was like, have me come to LA. I mean, go to New York. well, Diamond lives in Jersey, or at the time he lived in Jersey, so I had to fly out, and it was really a weekend. I had to. We had 2 days to come up with the record, 1 day to record it, then he had to mix it and be able to turn it in by for mixing and mastering like the next day. Like we had to literally, it was one of them like no time to lose. So I went to Diamonds. I had a couple of things thought out of what I wanted to say. At first, I was just gonna say the same rap.
Yeah.
But it was Diamond D, and I was like, nah, man, I gotta body this. Like, you know what I mean? So the pressure was on. Like, and I remember I was downstairs and I heard, and I was like, I want that. He was playing different beats, and then I just heard that Western, spaghetti Western. I was like, bro, I want that. And then he found that the scary music at the top. I was like, dude, I want those two. I just want those two, man. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Just do something with that. And and then I wrote it, man. I wrote most of it. I would like to say, because that was probably during the day, and we went in the studio the next day. And I probably wrote the majority of it in the stew and laid it that day, and he mixed it that day, and it was off to the races.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
man. Diamond saved the day, man. Diamond gave me the banger.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest remixes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Brass, we know you got to go. I hope you have time to come back sometime.
I will.
Yeah, we have plenty of records to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm down. Trust me, I am totally down to do it. I'm looking forward to it.
We got a lot to to talk about. So.
Oh yeah, you looking at a whole little mini series,
right? Yeah,
because there's all kind of stuff that happens in there. You know, all these, you know.
Right. Yeah. So thank you for spending time with us tonight, and Jenny will reach out and we'll set up part 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
At some point
thank you guys so much again, and thank you, Jenny. Thanks for reminding me because I lost it.
Absolutely.
All right. Godspeed, you guys. One love.
Thank you, bro.
Peace.
Well, yeah, I didn't know it was going to be a 2-parter, but hey, you know,
it could be a 15-parter.
Yeah, it might end up. You never know. Yeah,
you
never know. So, yeah, super dope. Great stories, and yeah. Well, if anybody that knows anything about his career knows there's more stories to come. So,
the man does not slow down. It's incredible. So.
Yeah, he was. I didn't even get to tell him that. When he came out, because I heard "Come With It" first because I had that soundtrack.
Yeah,
and then I remember I think it was on Rap City. I saw the Miami Life video. And I don't think I put 2 and 2 together, but then I realized, oh, that's who that is. But man, Miami Life was I didn't realize he was a West Coast dude.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Cause it didn't sound what the West Coast was doing at the time.
Yep.
Listen.
Yeah. He's extremely West Coast.
Yeah. But right.
Listen. I will never tell Rhetmatic this, but before Ras Kass's album came out, there was an appearance by the Western Hemisphere, but mainly for me, Ras Kass, on the Key Cool and Rhetmatic album.
Right.
I partially bought that album just for just to hear his verse. I was like, yo, there's a Ras Kass verse on here because this album wasn't out, and I heard, I knew about him from the Wake Up Show and Remain Anonymous and all that stuff. So, shout out to Key Cool and Rhetmatic.
and there he was somewhere in Watts embracing his whackness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Wow. Super dope.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
And I just have to say, for the 8 millionth time, huge shout out to our buddy, the young son of no one Mr. Breeze.
Yeah. Shout out to Breeze.
For putting that together.
Yep. Making that connect.
Yeah.
So, the young son of no one, indeed. I will defend that album to my grave.
Yeah.
just an underrated fucking record. Super dope.
Get the burgers, Wimpy.
Get the burgers, Wimpy.
Doc, do you remember when the first time you listened to this album and then the Ebonic Plague came on?
Yeah.
As was not like listed. I actually had the CD before I did it, but it's definitely not on the back of the CD.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he came on, I was like,
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, Ras Kass is on
he
this.
murders that track.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Still one of my
think-
favorite guest spots.
It says it on the inside, right? On the
It does
liner
on the
notes.
inside.
Yeah. So I know that because I bought that after Just Another Case single came out,
Mm-hmm.
and just playing that and Pronto to death.
Yeah.
It was just like I was on the look for that album to come out, and when it finally dropped, yeah, I grabbed it. I know I went home, I sat down, opened it up, read the liner notes.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I was like, oh shit, Ras Kass is on this. So it was like,
Yeah.
good time.
Well, and we didn't even get a chance to ask him about his boys,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Code
Yeah, we get-
Contra.
Yeah, we got part 2. We got to definitely have part 2.
Yeah. We'll get him back.
Yep.
I got a whole bunch of questions.
Yep. Yes. All right. So, did we? Oh, okay. So let's wrap this thing up. We'll talk about our sponsors.
Oh. It's C-Doc again is brought to you by Hackensack Brewery and the Awesome 2 and the Beer Auga. And if you were around about a few months ago, you could have saw Ras Kass at Hackensack Brewing because he was there.
There you go.
So Hackensack Brewing, Awesome 2. It's a hip-hop marriage made in heaven. Check them out. Good brews, good people.
Word up.
Not to mention the fact that if you're in LA September 8th, you will see Cool Keith and Ras Kass in Hollywood.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay.
At a whole big event. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What is that?
September 8th.
No. I mean, what's the event?
What?
What? What's the event?
What's the event?
Jennifer? Do you remember?
Shit. I saved it and then I came out here because everybody was cutting up in there.
All right.
Yeah, it's a whole big.
Yeah, because I saw there's a bunch of people going to be there, right?
Cool Keith, Ras Kass, first big headliners,
Right.
and then there's a bunch of other people.
Okay. Well, stay on the lookout for that.
Remember who
We'll
they
follow up.
We'll follow up, yes. And It's C-Doc again is also brought to you by the Spit Slam Record Label Group.
The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound.
And you can check out Flatline, myself, and Mr. Chuck D every Friday for the And You Don't Stop radio show, 2 hours of hip-hop power on Rap Station and Mixcloud. I play the Spit Slam Jam of the Week. Flatline comes through with the Hip-Hop God segment. Lots of good music. Might even hear some Ras Kass. You can catch Ultra Mag 7, Jennifer O'Jenny, and our man in Amsterdam, DJ Soulbuck, every Sunday night right here on Channel 0, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the mixtape where they play the music of next week's guest. And before we get to next week's guest, just a quick note that our new show, the Body Hat Weekly, is going to be off for a couple of weeks because the guys are traveling. So shout out to them, but they will be back, and we'll let you know when they come around with a new deep dive album review. So no Donkey's not really in Amsterdam. I don't know why I say that. It just
And the show on September 8th is the Fat Beats 30th anniversary.
That's what it was. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The Fat Beats 30th anniversary. Right. I know. I just saw the ad earlier today. So, okay. There it is. So who do we got coming up next week?
Oh, next week, none other than apparently the newest member of Stetsasonic, but, you know, a big deal in her own right, little Miss Mala Raines.
All right. Word up. Mala Raines will be here joining us next Tuesday. So make sure you guys swing by, check out that interview. Big shout out and thanks to my co-host Flatline, Jennifer O'Jenny, Ultramag7, to everybody watching live, everybody watching on the replay. And if you dig the show, please like and subscribe.
Yes.
Follow us here at Channel Zero, lots of content. Also, grab the Bring the Noise app.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Get that Bring the Noise app if you don't have it already, please.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to drop my Ras Kass tape.
Yeah. Don't do that. Oh, there you go. Mr. Chuck, play
Get
hanging
off
on the
of
string.
here and go get the damn app.
Get the app. The show's over. Show's over.
Yeah. Why are you still here? It's over.
Why are you still here? It's over.
What's happening?
Over. Yeah. We'll see everybody next week for another episode of It's CDoc again.